How's it going? Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Let's see here. Get all situated over here. Y'all, I think we're about to get a storm. Okay, let's get this over here. Hopefully everybody made it through Monday. Okay, there we are. Perfect. Hold on. Maybe perfect. There we go. Okay, there we are. Hello, hello. As you guys hop on, if you could say hello, that would be amazing. That way you can hear me and see me. Okay, there we are. So you guys, we are doing a collection today. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. I think we're good. I pinned it over there. You know, I put some stuff together. Sarah's out of the shop. And usually her and I put stuff together. Today, I did it all by myself. Actually, I do quite a lot, but it's good. No. The grapevines. Hey, Tracy. We always bounce ideas off of each other. Today, I'm like, oh, I think I want to do something snowy. Hey, Linda. You guys, look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this beautiful full pine bush. It's all snowy. So yes. Super, super pretty things. Hey, Tracy. So we're going to do a grapevine today. So I put together this. Okay, so I've been doing a lot that are darker green with the red berries. So we're going to go a little bit lighter. We're going to go snowy and really pretty. So this has little baby pine cones. It's just a bush. Really good price, you guys. Like $6.95. Hey, Angela. Hey, Carol. Hey, Karen. Everyone hopping on. Then, if you guys have not seen this beauty, oh my goodness, y'all been missing out. So this is, it has all, they call it the olive leaves, and I think it's cypress. But this, I've been dying to use this. If you guys saw the one I did before, I used a kind of similar color, but it was the eucalyptus. Eucalyptus. Super pretty. Then, I thought, oh, look at these magnolia, snowy magnolia leaves. We're going to cut these up and put them in there. And of course, if I'm using snowy magnolia leaves, I got to have a magnolia. So look at this, really pretty. It does come in a long stem. We're going to cut that off, okay? That's not going. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. It's gorgeous. So we're going to use this. We're also going to use the leaves. If you see the leaves are amazing. So we're going to use that. And then, so the colors we've been using, a lot of red and green, but I kind of wanted to go a little bit more winter, right? We're thinking winter. So I'm going to use one ribbon, and it's this beauty. So I thought it's going to bring a little bit more of the blue tones out. So 18-inch grapevine, of course. And that's what we're doing. So we're going to jazz this up. Yeah, this comes with a really long stem. Yeah, that's not happening. That's just going to get cut up. It's way too long. I love using pine bushes because they have so many stems in them, so they're really amazing. So yeah, like I said, the leaves on this. So yeah, we're pulling in, because see, look, if you bring this blue, we put these together, and you match it up with that blue, it's going to really bring a lot of those colors out. So that's what we're going for. Okay, you guys, it is pinned at the bottom. It is just a collection. This is not a kit, you guys. You can get everything separately if you have something already. There you go. So we're going to do I'm going to put some of the greenery in first, and then we'll do the bow. Hey, Misty. So hopefully everybody's had a good Monday, right? So these are nice. These are kind of iced. So we're doing iced and snowy. Y'all, I looked outside right before I came in here. That sky's angry. So, and they had it wasn't even a tornado, it was just the winds were so bad over the weekend. They actually had an RV park that a bunch of stuff went over. And unfortunately, someone did pass. So I'm like, oh my gosh, the storms have been a little crazy. So I don't know. But we also do get, when the storms, we get power flashes. So hopefully none of that happens. Okay, look at that. So when you cut these up, make sure you spread them out, okay? Hey, Sharon. But yeah, this, oh my God. If you guys have not purchased this, go run. Go run. Okay, we're going to start bringing this in here. A little bit forward. So we're going to bend that back a little bit. Guys, when it's not listening, this has got kind of a thicker wire. Okay, there we go. That's too much. Use your needle nose to kind of bend it, so we're good. Okay, this is what we got. And I usually start, I do my top one, and then I'll do a bottom one, and those are kind of my, yes, oh my goodness. So I haven't used it yet, and this one was new. This olive one here, this one is new. It was one of the ones, I think this is the one we got at market. And if you guys saw the classic Christmas that I did 2 weeks ago, that was the other one that had the eucalyptus. Y'all bought all that out too. So yeah, just make sure you're turning your leaves so that they're facing forward. So that's where we're coming in here. You know what, I'm probably going to take this little bottom piece out because I want this to go in there. So I put my one at the top. I put my one at the bottom, and that's going to be my guide for my height, right? My full length. Let's get that in there. Oh, where did I just touch? I just touched glue somewhere. Okay, so here we go. So there is my height, there is my total length there. And then we're going to work from there. I did pull this little piece out. We're going to pull that out there and put it over here. How long is that? That's about 34. Pretty good length. Okay, you guys. You notice I always have a tape measure here because I always measure my stuff. I'm like, wait, how long is that? Let's look at this here. Okay, we're also gonna pull that one off. So how's your week started? Right? Like it's just starting. We've had now, today is what considered the first official day of fall. So that's amazing. Okay, and we're spreading this out. There we go. We're going to put that other one down here. Remember, we're still going to fill in with the snowy. We still have magnolia leaves. So don't worry. Now, because I have the different bushes, I am not cutting this up so much. But I'll tell you, I would probably break this up a lot more if I was going to make a little bit smaller wreath. But the Christmas wreaths, I tend to make them bigger. I like to make them a little bit bigger. Let's so you can see the full. See how tall that is? I always feel like with Christmas, you're kind of going, go big or go home kind of thing. So let's see, that's going to get in the way, so we're going to pull that off. And it'll be fine, don't worry, we're going to add those. Okay, so now we've got it here, here, so you kind of have your full here, right? So now what we're going to do is we've got these pieces here. I'm actually going to, I may move this. This is where Gorilla Glue. It'll be okay because I just put it in there not that long ago. I need to bring that out just a little bit more. Remember, I always tell you guys, if it's not right, just move it. It'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, that needs to go out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I like that better. Okay, now we're going to take this last one here and we're going to break this up. So is everybody working on Christmas now? I've had right now it's like, it's every other day it's Christmas stuff. Actually, I'm getting a lot of last minute Halloween. Is anybody else getting a lot of last minute Halloween orders? It's not really last minute, but, oh no. Hold on, you guys. This is kind of heavy, so. I did not touch enough spots. If it starts to do that, like what that just did, right? It kind of went down. Use one of the branches that's on here and set it right above that so that it doesn't do that again. Just I didn't hold it long enough. There we go. So if you notice now, we've got on the outside, and I'm bringing in some of those pieces on the inside. Yeah. I didn't hold it long enough. It happens. No big deal. So I come in, and I'm just breaking these up. I'll put a little glue on that. It'll happen sometimes if you're working on something and you kind of rushed it instead of holding it. Kind of like when you put attachments and if you don't hold it all the way in, right? You got to put some weight on it. Okay, so now we're coming in here. We're going to put another one here and probably one there. So apparently, the Wreath Shop's getting more supplies in sometime this week. Okay, so we're coming in, and I want to put this right about there. And we're going to put a piece right here. So when you take these off of them, if you pull some of these off the stems, sometimes I'll cut them and I'll leave the little stem that's on there just to kind of be able to move it around. To put it in. So we're going to put that right around. Let's do there. Okay. Now, I don't know if you remember, I always tell you guys to save some sticks. That's why I save them. Because then you can create your own little pick. You can also use a pick machine, which I have. But there's stuff on it right now, so I can't take that out. Don't judge me. Okay. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put that there, and then put the other ones right there. Hey, Kathy Mitchell. Yeah, these are actually the stems. This bush is actually a pretty heavy bush. Like, sometimes they're very lightweight. Like, the snowy one is much more lightweight. This one is heavier. That's why you'll get things like that right there. What happened? Okay, we're going to put this in right here. And don't worry, you aren't going to see a lot of this glue here, because if you notice I had to redo the glue. So what I'll do is come through, and if it's got anything that's really obvious, I just peel it off. Wait till it dries and then you can peel it off. But we're going to do a lot of snowy stuff, so you're not going to be able to see it underneath. Okay? Hey, Teresa. And we've got our last little piece here. Guys, remember, this is a collection. It is pinned at the bottom. So sorry. That thing's a little iced in, apparently. Okay, so we're going to come right around here. And there we go. So now we've used that bush and it's kind of been incorporated everywhere. So now we're going to come in with this beauty, which is just gorgeous. This is, I'm going to tell you guys, this is such a good price on this. It is $6.95 and it's got tons of stems, and I'm probably going to cut these. I'm going to cut some of these in half because they have a really good length on them already. Okay, so we're going to come in here and start spreading these throughout. Okay, and see how well that'll go together? So it's going to blend in really, really well. Yes. Yes, this is beautiful. And it has like these little baby cones. They're plastic. I don't know if you guys have noticed, a lot of times the little pine cones that come in a lot of the florals now, they've kind of moved away from the actual pine cones, and they're using more plastic ones. They look cute. Okay, we're going to bend that down a little bit. Just a little bit. Do want it coming out. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, these are really good. These are ones that I'm very happy with, something that's got this many pieces on it. Also the length, because it is a little bit taller. So you still get to keep a lot of your length. So if you notice, we're coming in and we're adding this snowy stuff all throughout, kind of filling in some of those spots. Taking the longer pieces when I cut these, and those are going to go towards the outside. That way it's, you know, it helps with your height. Thanks for helping on, you guys. And we're going to put this down here. I appreciate you. Remember, if you guys are not following the page here, make sure you do that. Also, make sure you go over to the Red Rustic Rose, which is my page, and follow me there. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Sonia Thompson. I am the owner of the Red Rustic Rose, and I collab with the Wreath Shop, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. So see how long that is? So we're going to use that right there. But we're going to cut some of this off. I don't need it this tall. Hello, hello from Arizona. Glad to have you guys. I need to cut that a little bit. No, maybe not. We'll see. Use a good amount. Okay, perfect. See how that is? See how you can see the stick? We're going to put something there, so it's going to be okay. Hey, Renee. How are you? Once again, we're still continuing to add these little snowy pieces. And if you notice, some of them I'm putting them at an angle, and some of them I'm putting them kind of standing up, because on the wreaths, I always like them to be coming at me, and right, I want them around, but then I also want it coming this way. We're filling in the snowy. But see how nice this fills in? Also, make sure when you put these in, you're turning them so that it's facing forward, right? You don't want have the back side of your stems. Okay, so see that? So see how that's kind of coming up? So we're going to hold it there and kind of end it back a little bit. There we go. I think that spot right there is not just the greatest spot. Sometimes your grapevines have spots that are not the greatest to put stuff into. That one's one of those. It's a little... Oh, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that, friend. Okay, so we're coming in here. Now, if you notice, I'm kind of doing it at an angle this way, because I always like my greenery, or whatever I'm using, I don't just want it to go on the outside, I want it to go towards the inside. Okay? I want to see it from all different spots. Hey, Scarlett. Remember, you guys, this is just one bush. This snowy one, it is $6.95, and look how many pieces I'm doing into this. So if you're going to use this for a swag, like if you're putting it on something, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. It's got so many pieces. And we're coming in here. Make sure you're turning it so you see the top, not the back of that. Oh, I pulled that one off. Remember your little sticks I told you? And that's from stems. Sometimes when you go to push it in there, it'll come off. So I just put it on another stem. And then I come in here. Once again, if you notice, I'm kind of putting it inward, not just, flat. But see, but look how nice and full. Now think about it. That is only 2 bushes. Okay? So you don't always have to load up and get, 1,000 supplies. It's just how you purchase, the type of greenery that you use or the type of florals that you use that can really make an impact. Filling in the gaps here. I am going to put a piece right there because you can see that stem all by itself right there, and I don't want that. Also, if you do use like the little sticks to make a new stem for yourself, make sure you put glue in it. Even if it feels like it's tight, still add glue. Okay? I always try to add glue. Do I forget sometimes? Yes, I sure do. But see? So now it's going to cover here. So I'm going to add a little bit more pieces. Because if you see, this is all incorporated all throughout. But I do feel like I need a little bit more snowy right there. Yes, this is a collection. This is a collection. We went in there today and I thought, we've done a lot of brighter greens, with the red berries. I thought I wanted something snowy, a little bit more wintry. So that's what I was going for here when I pulled this together. But hopefully you guys like it. Let's try and come up with like different, see, I pulled that off too much. Add a little dab of glue and put it back on. I always try and kind of, do different styles or colors. This is more like my style that I personally like. I like a lot of greenery. I like a lot of things like that. That's me. tile. I see that is right there. Okay. So I'm going to probably add that other little piece right there maybe. But remember, I still have magnolia leaves, so thank you. So now I'm coming in and I want to make sure that I'm getting some of this snowiness through here. I always tell you guys, I want to make sure that I don't just have it towards the outside, towards, right? I want it everywhere. So we're going to take that off. Wonderful. Here we're coming in right there. Add a little bit of that snowiness right there. Remember, you guys, we're going to be doing a lot of different Christmas styles. So I just want to make sure I'm kind of getting all the different types. Personally, me, I could do grapevines all day long. Actually, I do grapevines all day long. But I love grapevines. Okay? So we added that there. We have some snowy there. I'm going to put this last piece there. I am going to put in I decided to go with the blue and cream ribbon on this just because I wanted a little bit different color. Okay, there we are. So now we're mixing some of that magnolia, or sorry, magnolia, some of that snowy there. So if you notice, we kind of have a little bit snowy everywhere. And you can go back and kind of move some of your branches around to see how they're like, but see? Very snowy. We've got, you know, frosted, snowy. They call it all the things. Iced. Thank you. So I got you guys. So these came in and I had not seen them. And I went in there today. So the inspiration, believe it or not, was actually the olive bush. And then I worked from there. I'm like, I really want to use that. I know, you know, you like grapevines. You got to love grapevines, Kathy Mitchell. So that was kind of the inspiration. I knew I wanted to put in was this bush because I just loved the way it looked. But I kind of wanted to bring more wintry colors into it. But, right? And it is. The way that it is, you could literally put a bow right there and that would be a done deal. But why? So we got this. Sarah got these in. So these are super pretty. So I'm going to cut these up. Let's see. Do I have... I think I have little sticks. If you don't have little sticks, when you cut these, cut them really close to here. Or you can actually cut two together. Oh, I can bring those two together. But look how nice, chunky, snow and glitter they are. I love that. So we're going to put some of these in. But yeah, and they even bothered to put like snow, like if you're putting this into a grapevine where you're putting the whole thing in as one piece. Yeah, they definitely did a really good job on that. Is that thick enough? Okay. So yeah, also remember, you guys, if you guys want me to try different colors with grapevines, you know, like this is more wintry, let me know. I am always open for suggestions. So we're going to come in here and we're going to add some of these leaves throughout. They are absolutely gorgeous and amazing. I think we're going to put that right there. Okay. So I'm probably going to pull a little bit that there. Hold on. I keep saying I'm going to get a new wreath hanger, and I've yet to get it because it is making me insane lately. Okay, let me There we are. Okay, so see how that is right there? So this is just going to kind of just be peeking out right there. And we're going to put them in different ways. So, you know what, I may do that a little bit more this way. Because I don't want it to take... I love stuff peeking out. So that's just going to be right there. And honestly, these are really big leaves, so I'm just going to break them up into singles. So now we're going to put this in here. See? It's peeking out. So we're going to get the hint of the magnolia everywhere, since we're going to use that one magnolia. Also, too, remember on grapevines, you guys, it's a grapevine. You're going to see the grapevine. And I always put that in my listings. Whenever I list anything, I always tell people, it's a grapevine. You guys are going to see grapevine. Jeez Louise. Now, middle stem there. Good Lord. It's like no joke. Now I'm serious. No, that's going to be a workout. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're coming in. If you notice, we put them there. Probably going to put one right around here. Once again, I'm going to put a couple leaves because we're doing the peeking. All right, we want peeking. Also, I'm going to put one on the inside there. But look how many leaves this is. Okay, now. Oh, that was too much. So once again, adding these throughout. I want to make sure I get one in here. Get in there, buddy. Okay, there we go. When you do that, you guys, and you guys are pushing them in, if you can't get it to go in, I got a little bit of glue. It wasn't a big deal, but use your needle nose. That way you don't end up sticking your finger in the glue and you'll cry. Like, it's bad. Don't do it. Okay, so we're going to come up here, kind of the same thing. So you see how we're getting a nice blend. We're adding, right? We've got magnolia leaves here. We've got magnolia leaves on the outside. Try and tell you a little bit, or show you guys how I do placement a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I'm going to put this one like right around there. We've got like this last little one here. It's gonna go right in here somewhere. Look at that, you guys. You could actually leave it like that. You could actually have this as this just being the wreath if you want. But I got that ribbon, so I gotta make a bow. And I still have this magnolia. So what I'm gonna do now, you guys, is I'm going to add the bow, and then I'm going to put the magnolia leaf in. How am I gonna add the bow? just pull that. I did. Okay. Did you pull it too much? I think I'm going to put the bow right around here. You know what, we're going to put our, I think we're going to put our magnolia above that. So let's see here. Let's put this in here. Move some of those around. And I honestly think I may end up putting that bow right here and then putting the magnolia. No, I'll put the bow there and put the magnolia up here. So the magnolia is going to go up here. Okay. It's going to go right here. Is what we're going to do. Yeah, it's going to go right there, and then we're going to put a bow right here. See how thick that is? I try and cut these at an angle a little bit when I go to put them in, so that they go in a little bit easier, okay? Just a little trick, but if you notice, kind of slice it so it'll be at an angle. It makes it a little bit easier to put into the grapevine. I am going to kind of bend that a little bit. So I want you to be able to see it. Also, make sure you fan out your leaves, you guys. Okay? And I did leave one leaf there. I'm going to add a magnolia there on the top. Trying to find a spot for it. There we are. And then we're going to add a bow right here. If you start to think that maybe you see a little bit too much of the grapevine, you can always move. This is a very full wreath. You can move position your greenery a little bit, move it around a little bit, and it'll cover like big gaps, because I don't want big gaps. I also have these leaves too that can fill it up there too. Okay, let's do a bow. Alright, I got a lot of snow. Hey guys, I actually did better. I'm not wearing a black shirt today, trying to work with all this snowy, frosty stuff. Which is usually what I do. I'm like, dang it, man. What happened? Okay, let me grab my bow maker. Let's grab a couple zip ties. Then we'll make a bow. We're going to dovetail this. Although I did get all snowy. And I think we're going to do about a 13-inch tail. 13-inch tail, you guys. And we're going to make this loop just a smidge over 6. And we're going to do 2 loops on each side. Also, I think this color here goes really well for kind of like a winter look. Farmhousey winter. And then we're going to come in with this. You finally got me using zip ties. You go, girl, Renee. Isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and I know everybody's got their favorite, but people don't I personally think it is so much easier to use zip ties than pipe cleaners. Hey, Dallas. Yeah. Like, to me, they're so much more secure. Yeah, I am. And, you know, you can get, like, every single color under the rainbow. So, definitely. Okay, so we're going to make this tail about 5.5. Then we are going to do a loop here of 3.5. Yeah, I will tell you. And then we're going to bring this tail down just a little bit. It's going to be about 6 inches. Yeah, I am zip ties all the way. I am team zip tie. Now, I will use pipe cleaners, like, to attach, if I'm going to put a bow on something. Now, I still use a zip tie in the center, but if I'm going to make it removable, some of my customers, they want to be able to take the bow off and change it out, especially everyday bows or everyday wreaths. No problem. But that's on the back. Bows that I sell, I'll put that on the back. But as far as what's holding this, no. Only zip ties. Yes, I love this ribbon. This is like farmhousey, you know. Winter. We're going for winter here. And I wanted something, right? You could, what it also would look really beautiful with this is like a burlap ribbon. Sarah's got it, the Wreath Shop's got it at the 25-yard spool, and I didn't want to grab one of those. But if you just use like plain burlap on this, ooh, that would really, really look pretty. Or if you use the one that's got the burlap with the white chenille border, that too. That's supposed to be coming in, I believe. But this is what we're doing. I'm trying to pull some of those blues out. It's actually blue. You see the blue? Think like denim, like faded denim blue, like that type of blue. Hey, Sabrina. But I just thought that for this, you know what, that's facing that way. Hold on, you guys. I want this to be facing more a little bit that way. Okay. Your needle nose are your best friends. I cannot express enough how much I use my needle nose. They are a lifesaver. So we're going to put that like right here. Put it through the grapevine, you guys. Always put it through the grapevine, not around the grapevine. That way, if anything happened, your zip tie snaps, anything, the bow's not just going to fall off. If you do it around the grapevine, it's just going to pop off. Come on, get in there. This sucker's thick. Oh my goodness. Okay. If you guys are having a problem getting it through the grapevine, grab your needle nose. Grab that zip tie. Find your spot. And push it through. Problem solved. You notice I'm kind of letting that curl a little bit. And we're pushing that up, and we've got, look at that. Okay, you guys. this is what I wanted to do. This was the look I was going for. Okay, we've got winter, we've got this blue that brings in some of the tones in this olive here. It plays really well with the Snowy Magnolia there. And think about it. Remember, we use two bushes for that, and then one thing of magnolia leaves. That is all we put in this. And look at the size of this sucker. Okay, we put the magnolia on top, and it is just wintry goodness. Wintry goodness. Okay, you guys, that is it for tonight. Gonna clean that up, take a pretty picture of it, but see how, y'all, it is pinned at the bottom, you guys. This is a collection. This is not a kit. So make sure you go and grab everything before it's gone, because there's so much stuff. So yeah, this ribbon, she has this ribbon also in like a moss color in this. That would be really pretty too. Okay, you guys, make sure you guys are following the page here, the Wreath Shop, and make sure you guys go over to my page, the Red Rustic Rose, and follow me there. Thank you, you guys. Have a great one. Oh, also, Thursday I'm making a swag with green and gold. It's gonna look so pretty. It's got a really pretty green and gold magnolia on that one too. Or sorry, poinsettia, not magnolia. Okay, you guys. So yeah, make sure you follow the pages. The video will be available here right after the live. It'll be on here for 30 days, and then you can find it in two different spots. You can either go over to the Wreath Shop YouTube page, which it will be on there. It will also be on my page, the Red Rustic Rose YouTube channel as well. So there's several different places you guys can go find it and see the replay for this. Okay, you guys? Okay, have a good one, you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.